Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to That's That Podcast on YouTube. Oh, I don't think I've ever even talked about this company, so I'm gonna do a little company talk on this. And this is the first 5 issues of title. Had a decent pedigree when it started, but shit happens. So we'll go the first one out here, and we'll go from there. This is Dark Dominion, number one from Defiant. This is October of something. I don't remember exactly, but I'm going to define it real quick. Okay, what happened? Jim Shooter. Everybody knows. Hold on. Sorry, I had a timer set. All right. Defiant. Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter started off, working DC as a teenager, writing Legion superhero scripts. Then he ended up at Marvel, ended up becoming editor-in-chief, and got ousted after the New Universe failed. So that would be, 86, 87, somewhere around there. Left. Went to the company that ended up becoming Valiant. Not the Valiant's out there now. Got that built up from doing like giveaway comics and licensed shit to having their own little universe with a couple licensed characters. They had Turok, Madness Robot Fighter, and Solar. Got let go from there, so he's like, fuck all y'all, I'll go make another company. And it was with the River Group kind of backed this. Defiant was backed by the River Group. They made all this. Remember back in the 90s, there was those trading card sets like Elvis and the Beatles, like really good pictures, nice cards. They're not worth shit, but they look really cool. You put them in a binder. They're really good looking cards. You can get them really cheap. Well, they back Defiant, for as far as I know, because the first issue of Dark Dominion here, issue 0, was a trading card set. You had to buy a fucking... I've been told that a wax box of cards would get you the full base set, which was a story. It's like, I want to say both sides of the card told the story. I have the Warriors of Plasm, just straight up Plasm. I bought the 10 and I have that. It's not a full set. I'm missing like 3 cards. And I don't have, that's the thing, I don't have many Plasm or Warriors or Plasm comics. Okay, so Defiant lasted just a short while, basically because the title I just mentioned, Plasm or Warriors of Plasm. Marvel sued them in court saying, hey, that title's too close to this comic we're putting out called Plasmer. Or they might have already put it out or solicited it, something like that. So they fought in court, and that's why it became Warriors of Plasm. Just doing the whole company. But let's see what they got here. You got Steve Ditko, if I remember right, did the 0 issue. I think that's as far as he went on this. This was an unusual series because your lead guy was like middle-aged. Let's see. Developed by Steve Ditko and Jim Shooter. Created by Jim Shooter. Written by Lin Wynn. Penciled by Joseph A. James. Inked by Mike Barrero, Bob Downs, and Charles Yoakum. Painted by Tim Perkins. Lettered by George Roberts. Edited by Deborah Purcell and Ed Polgari. This is the... I mentioned the 10 I have. That's the one I have. It was limited to 25,000. Yeah, you can get it extremely cheap now. And the thing was, the color looks so different. This had the same coloring as like your fucking Valiants, which looked odd. I love the series. You can see, like, you go to these creatures from other dimensions that are like sucking off people's emotions and shit. And this old guy's fighting them. Look at this shit all over. It's a really cool little comic. And I'm really surprised. Nobody, I don't know who the fuck owns the rights to this shit anymore. I know Shooter doesn't. You always had like a couple page spread from him, talking about stuff that's coming out. That's a cool looking page. Sorry for the glare. I got one more light than I normally do this time because something I was filming before this, I needed an extra light. And this went probably about 10 or 12 issues. I think the only one that actually went over 12 was Warrior Plasm, the 0s, the binders. The binders are a bitch to get a hold of. A watch, a shirt, buttons, a hat. I'd love to have a hat now. Oh, I like this. Madness Robot 0 with cards on my shooter. $99. Woo! And of course, we got Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Put that back in the bag. I'm going to quickly flip through 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because I don't want to go too long. Here's 2. Really cool cover. And these are all these are pulled out of cheap bins. I mean, honestly, you go to even a really shitty comic shop, if they got cheap bins, they're going to have this 90s glut stuff. And this is a well-read, a series that you should be able to find an almost complete run for next to nothing, maybe $1 an issue, probably less. And it reads well. The art's not bad. It's not amazing. It's got that coloring throws me off for this era. There's Dark Dominion. Fear is the root of all evil. He is fear incarnate. He is chasm. And he has chosen New York to become his Dark Dominion. Look at this creepy looking motherfucker. Look at that. Oh, god damn. Some kind of bum motherfucker. Free comics for Xmas. UCI. Jim Shooter's little editorial. And this was their second series, I think, from Defiant. With Warriors being the first. Another 2-page editorial. You notice hardly no ads. You got a lot of comic. I mean, these were $2.50 a comic in '93, so they were expensive. You know, indie titles were probably about $1.95 for most shit. The good guys. So they were a little bit more expensive, but you got, you know, hardly no ads. Mostly the same story. Always like this cover. It's been a while since I've read these two. I've had this. I think I'm missing like issues 6 and 7. I got everything from after like 8 to the end. I just gotta find them. These I was going through a box, and these are all right by each other. Okay. Joe James, Janet Jackson, plotting it now. Penciled by Joe James, inked by Bob Downs, painted by pretty much the same crew. There's that bum-looking guy that looks all fucked up. John F. Kennedy Airport. The graphic novel Home for the Holidays. I found that really cheap. War Dancer. War Dancer kind of had a little crossover. This is another thing. Defiant, actually, for not being around very long at all, actually had a crossover with Triumphant. How many people out there remember Triumphant? The Collector's Universe. Every issue serial numbered on the cover and tells you out of, you know, what was it, 200,000 or something like this. Nowadays, everybody like, holy shit, they printed that many of this? What the fuck, you know? But yeah, he appeared in the, what was it, Triumphant Unleashed, maybe? They had kind of a crossover, and each issue had like a piece of the poster you put together, and War Dancer was in it. That's all there was. Jim Shooter's little page. Yeah, that is wicked looking. That tower. It's the art, it's not horrible at all. Oh god, look at the finger. It's not horrible, just ain't nothing amazing. Kind of the color, I think with better coloring, it'd probably look better, but for like this shit, the coloring don't look bad. When you get back to the humans, like this guy, right here where my thumb is, all grungy looking. Well, they're advertising the fuck out of that 10 set. Ain't got 2 more. Ain't gonna be too much longer. I gotta get something started when I get through with this one. This is 4. This is coming out January. Oh, let me see what year it is. Shit, I never really looked at the years. Like 93, 94, probably. 93, so January 94 is what they're talking about. Okay, so that's what I thought. And we got Jim Shooter, Janet Jackson, Philip Nutman plotting it, written by Janet Jackson, penciled by Charlie Adlard. Didn't he do like? Is he the one that did the long run on Walking Dead, or is he the guy that did the like first like 12 issues? I never can remember which one's which. Yeah, I knew he had some early work on some Defiant stuff. Yeah, you can definitely, the art is a lot better. It works better with the coloring. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was that far off camera. Sorry. This shit. That's cool looking. And there's the Warriors of Plasma at the top. This woman was always in all the ads. I don't know what the fuck her name was. Oh, talking about War Dancer. The collected edition includes 0 issue, the Sedation Agenda, and Splatterball. That's the only other trade they put out besides that graphic novel. Look at this. That is just with the colors on that. That looks really cool. Like I said, the Dark Dominion, whatever you want to call it, the coloring on that looks good. When it goes back to the regular world, it just looks off. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it. And these are really long comics. I bet these things are 32 pages with 28 of that, 26 of that being story. We got we switch ads with Spider-Man and the X-Men on Game Gear and Game Boy. That might have been on Super Nintendo too. Genesis. No, I don't think it ever. I don't think they ever had all the Spider-Man and X-Men games on the Genesis were not crossover games. So I know they had the 2 X-Men. They had what, 1 or 2 Spider-Mans. Last one I got last one I got that I can find. That's a great cover. Issue 5 from February '94. As everything by February '94, my comics were having to come mail order because of shipping cost. I would have bought this back then just go off the Steve Ditko doing the first issue. I would have been like, yeah, give me the first 6 issues, because I would have been pre-ordering it. So by the time I was seeing issue 0 and putting it together and reading it, issue 5 would probably be getting solicited. So I would have got them cheap. They probably came from one of these. I do a lot. You see me unbox them. I do a lot of these random lots of comics off eBay, wherever, for X amount of dollars. Probably came out of that. Okay, so this is Family Skeletons, Part 1. Origin of Defiant Universe. Okay, so here we got written by Lynn Wein, penciled by Joe James, inked by Mike Witherby, painted by Tim Perkins, lettered by George Roberts, edited by Ed Polgardy. So we do have Allard on here again. And there's a lot of McDonald's shit. I mean, it's New York City from what I remember. I'm pretty sure if it's not New York, it's supposed to be New York. They just don't call it that. There's a lot of McDonald's. Oh, shit. Badass looking preacher dude. Like old ass Lee Van Cleef and some Westerns. The Good Guys. This comic. Oh, God. They basically had all these kids write in and want to be the characters, and they based every one of them on the real characters. And like before the first issue came out, one of them ended up being in a car wreck or hit by a car or something. So some crazy shit happened there. There's War Dancer. I gotta get some War Dancer. I gotta finish Defiant. There's nothing that I know of in Defiant besides like a coloring book thing that was given out to executives that is hard to find at all. It's kind of like after the shooter left Defiant, he formed Broadway. And there's nothing there besides like one of the trades. It's hard to find out. You see something? Look at that pink. That's some hot ass pinks. Oh shit! I gotta get the next issue. I gotta know what Charlemagne. I got a pile of Charlemagnes. I gotta find those. That one's kind of cool. Adam Polina did some really early, like before he got snagged for what? What did he do? Did he do it? Didn't he have a run at Extreme before he went over and did X-Force? I think he did. Yeah. Look, these covers are not bad at all. Yeah, they look that way. They look, pretty decent looking little comic. The cover, it had a Doctor Strange feel to me at first. So I thought, that's what kind of got me into it. It's like Steve Ditko doing it, but then, Ditko left. Who knows? But I'm out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.